Hi, I'm Jim.
I'm Rhenda.
We're Heartiness Approach.
Oh, we are Rhenda and Jim, but we kind of represent Heartiness Approach. And we are going to tell you what we do.
Okay.
Have you ever had one of those most amazing aha moments?
The kind of moment that when it happens, you know your life is never going to be the same again.
We hiked all the time, regularly.
Yeah.
We walked 2 or 3 miles every single day, and we camped often.
We followed the USDA guidelines to the best of our ability.
Yeah. And we had a little garden in our backyard, in our urban house. We always had a garden.
Yes. And we both worked stressful jobs. We were on call 24/7.
Our aha moment came when Jim was 57 years old, the day just before Labor Day weekend, 2008.
I'd been called into work late at night. It was a Thursday night, and worked all night. It was a big problem.
All night.
About 5 o'clock in the morning, I started not feeling very well. I was sweaty. I was feeling tense and tight. My heart rate was up, and I was having some pains in my chest. And on the way home, I called Rhenda and let her know, and she was ready when I got home.
I was ready. Threw him in the car. We took him.
Well, I was in the car.
Oh yeah.
You threw yourself in the driver's seat.
I threw myself in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I didn't let him drive.
Anymore.
Took him up to the hospital, and they immediately took him back into the emergency department. He was back in there for 9 hours, and while they ran tests and made him feel worse, and then they admitted him for 3 days with lots more tests. In the end, it wasn't his heart. His heart is perfect, but he was overweight, he was overstressed, his cholesterol was too high, and his high blood pressure was high. His blood pressure was high.
The doctor wanted to put me on a statin drug. Rhenda knew a lot about what that would mean.
Long-term side effects.
She didn't want that for me or us to have to deal with, so we decided to make some dramatic changes.
We had to talk the doctor into it, because he wanted that, but we did talk the doctor into it.
She did. She did a great job. Well, she's a nurse. She knew what she was talking about. She was convincing.
Yes. So we went home.
He was skeptical still.
He was. We went home, and we had been doing a little bit of research on food prior to this, but hadn't implemented it. It was time to implement. We emptied our cupboards into boxes and tubs and got rid of everything we had and started over.
That was processed.
That was processed.
Which was most of it.
Absolutely boxes of it.
Our cupboard was bare. We didn't eat any fad foods.
We still don't.
We also eliminated hydrogenated and partially hydrogenated oils and vegetable oils.
Say that fast.
From our diet as much as we possibly could. We also eliminated sugar.
All I could see was your eyes. His eyes were determined. Prior to this, we thought that we had to live with age-related illnesses. We didn't know that you couldn't have to do that. Does that grammatically sound right?
Sounds right to me.
Okay. So we thought with oldness, with getting old, if hypertension was there, then you just had to take the pills for it. We didn't know you could make a difference. But
we started making a difference. Within 6 months, I'd lost 50 pounds. Rhenda had lost 20 pounds. And we were amazed. That wasn't what we thought was going to happen. We were just trying to get healthy.
Well, and we were eating fat.
Yeah, we were eating
really
full fat.
Full fat things.
And the weight was going away.
Today, we take no medications. We almost have a completely flat belly. His blood pressure is very low, and we are healthy. And it's really great.
We learned by experience that food is poison and food is medicine.
we had worked in long-term care a lot throughout our lives in different capacities.
And independent living.
Independent living and assisted living, and I had done home health. And so we had lots of experience there. And we learned that these beautiful buildings don't compensate for the beauty of the food. The food is beautiful, but it's not nutritious. And all right, so they think it's nutritious.
They have some nutritional food.
They do. But the people that come in there, they gain 20 pounds within 2 to 3 months. 20 pounds.
Right.
And it's not because they need to.
And like we mentioned before, some food is medicine, some food is poison. Some of the foods that they're eating are not helping them at all. We don't want to be forced to live a particular place and eat particular kinds of food. We want to have the choices. We want to sustainably live in the place where we are.
And that's why we are sharing with all the other baby boomers out there to sustainably live in place. How to do that so that you don't have to go into the facilities. Now, we know that there's always exceptions with Alzheimer's and some of the other things. We understand that. But if you have a choice like us to work really, really hard at making your health be what it can be, then do it.
Absolutely. We don't sell supplements. We don't sell subscriptions. Now, eventually, here in the next little while, we're going to have a couple of books out that talk about this.
Yes, I'm working very hard. You're working very hard.
And we're hoping also to have it, some of the material on DVD.
But right now, what we would like you to do is to be able to go up here, click on that, or
go to our website.
And sign up for emails. And then we will send you a newsletter
Weekly,
where you can get information that we're going to put in there about how to sustainably live in place. And one of the things that we should do is get warm.
Let's go get warm.
Because I'm freezing.
It's cold out here.
So now you know what a little bit about Heartiness approach. And if you want to know more, watch the rest of this video. These are things we used to do on our homestead.
Yes.
And we'll do again.
As soon as we get a homestead.
As soon as we get it.
We're working towards it. We're making progress.
So instead of doing the deep bedding like we were doing, it's still underneath there and it's composting really well. But you have to come in and turn it, and we don't have time or energy to do that all the time. And so we found out about this method and we're very excited about it. So you put down the wood chips and you leave it there. It acts like a diaper and it soaks up their urine and their poo, and you just add a little bit more to it and it stays fresh smelling and good. Need a little more in that one. I love quinoa. And then we're going to put a generous helping of the chicken and the peppers. And it's just a very healthy way to eat instead of putting it in taco shells or tortillas. So we have a lot of help getting this garden ready. My goodness. These chickens are just so excited that we're uncovering worms and fun stuff.
7.
You're wearing your work pants.
8. Yeah. 9. I'm working. 10.
He's taking a break from work.
11. 12.
You're going uphill.
Yeah.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. There you go. A little more. I think part of homesteading that we're discovering is that it's so easy just to work. Just to get everything done and work, work, work.
Is she saying that it's easy just to work, work, work? Oh, you know, you get up early in the morning and say, oh, I gotta go get this done today. And then you do more and more and more, and you can't quit because there's still a couple more things and you're behind, and it's just such a temptation to work, work, work.
But a balance, because that's Heartiness approach, is to find a balance.
We've been talking about turkeys for a while. She's been enthused about turkeys for a while, getting more and more so.
But I just want you to see a bite of this good egg with the quinoa. And the vegetables. I am telling you, this is my favorite. Okay. Whoops, missed my fan watching the camera.
It's upside down.
It's been way better than I thought it would be, and it will make life easier for us.
Okay, let me say this. She was concerned that the aggressive, mean Rhode Island Reds, 22 of them, would beat up on the 10 Delawares. The 2 of them started to do that to the timid Delawares. Then 2 of the not timid Delawares set the story straight, and they chased all the Rhode Island Reds out of the chicken coop. They asserted themselves.
Somebody.
I know, I need to stop working. You're slowing me down. I'm not going to make it.
In light of us talking about stress, we're going to sing the second verse of the song that we sang. We had everyone singing the chorus, so feel free to join in.
Home, come on home. Ye who are weary, come home.
Please subscribe to us and follow us on our journey as we live a life full of happiness and joy, real food, exercise, de-stressing, and homesteading.